action. The kick's away. Carolina getting set to start off the drive. Buchanan gives it away. He's going to be brought down up near the 25. That gets us to second down. Second and 10. Buchanan gives it away. And he is finally dragged down. First down, Carolina. First and 10. Motion for the offense. He drops back. He makes the throw by the 20-yard line. The catch is made by Wright, and he's immediately brought down. They covered a lot of ground on that play. A fresh set of downs for Carolina. QB back to pass. Buchanan lets it rip. Carolina touchdown! They're setting up for the extra point. And Flores kicks this one away. And it sails through. The first score of the game goes to Carolina. Let's see if they hold on. Here comes the kicking team. And Flores kicks this one away. And he is tackled. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. Right side handoff. He'll be brought down up near the 50. Gain of 11. Second play of the drive. He drops back into the pocket. Launches one deep down the left side of the field. Big, and he crosses the goal line for a touchdown. The offense sets up for the point after. The kick is up. And the extra point is good. Lining up for the kickoff. He kicks it away. First and 10 for the offense. A flag on the play, and down he goes. That's a sack. We'll see if that holds up after the penalty. It looks like the defense is going to get flagged for holding, and they'll accept the penalty. First down and 10 to go. Motion for the offense. Buchanan gives it away. He's taken down near the 35-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play. Second down. 14 yards to go. He lets one go deep along the sideline. The catch is made by and they're in. Carolina touchdown. The offense sets up for the point after. It's up. And the kick is good. And Carolina takes the lead after that score. Lining up for the kickoff. And Flores kicks this one away. And he's tackled. First and 10. He makes the inside handoff. Logan lays down the boom. Gain of 10 on the play. First and 10. Ball goes to Hubbard. Wrapped up and brought down. Watch with the tackle. They'll lose one on the play. Third play of the drive. QB back to pass. And Collins gets a hold of him for the sack. Loss of 6 on the play. Third down. QB back to pass. Tosses the ball. Complete to Morin. And he's tackled right away. A huge gain by the offense. First and 10 for the offense. The receiver goes into motion. He drops back. He makes the throw down near the 15. And it's knocked away by the defense. Second down and 10 to go. The handoff is made. And he will be brought down by Peters. Gain of 12 on the play. First and 10 for the offense. Player in motion. QB back to pass. He makes the throw. Oh, interception. And he is down. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Buchanan will hand it off. Tackle made by Person. That will bring up second down. Second down. 11 yards to go. They'll send a player in motion. A flag on the play. Looks like the defender jumped early. They're going to get him for encroachment. And they'll accept the penalty. The defense lines up in a 3-4. Player in motion. Buchanan will hand it off, and that's as far as he'll make it. That will push them back 3 yards. Fourth play of the drive. Dropping back, throws it off to the left side. Hansen inhales that pass, and he'll will be pulled down immediately. Gain of 17. First down and 10 to go. Buchanan gives it away. Freeman brings him down for the tackle. That'll bring up second down. From under center. Buchanan will hand it off. That's the end of that play. That will go for about 5 yards. Seventh play of the drive. Go! Buchanan will hand it off. And he will be taken down. Tackle made by Austin. Gain of 10 on the play. First and 10. Buchanan back to pass. And down he goes. That's a sack. That will be a loss of 5. The offense comes in on second down. 9 yards to go. Receiver in motion. Buchanan gives it away. And he's tackled. Gain of 11. Carolina sets up on third down. The receiver goes into motion. Buchanan will hand it off. He's taken down near the 35-yard line. That's good for about 2. The offense sets up to punt one away. Go! He punts it away. The punt will sail into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start things off from the 20. Receiver in motion. Steps into the pocket. And Collins gets a hold of him for the sack. They'll lose 8 on the play. Second play of the drive. He hands it to the runner on the left side. And he'll be brought down by Holland. Gain of 10 on the play. The offense sets up in shotgun. He drops back into the pocket. It's caught. And he will be brought down by Peters. That will keep the chains moving. First and 10. Dropping back. He flings a pass. Moses makes the tackle. A nice pickup there by the offense. The defense lines up in a 4-3. Delayed handoff by the QB. And he steps in for 6. Touchdown. The offense sets up for the point after. Here's the kick. And it's good. Here comes the kicking team. He'll boot this one deep into the end zone. Carolina getting set to start off the drive.
Tonight.
It'll be a run to the left side. And he'll be tackled near the line. Gain of 1 on the play. Second down. 3 yards to go. Buchanan back to pass. Tosses a pass. The catch is made by Wright, and the tackle will be made by Freeman. That signals the end of the first quarter. An even matchup so far. A fresh set of downs for Carolina. He tosses it off to the left side of the field. There's a penalty flag on the field. The catch is made by Wright, and the tackle will be made by Freeman. We'll see if that holds up after the penalty. They're going to get the receiver for pass interference here, and they'll accept the penalty. First down. He'll fake it to the back and keep it on the designed run. And that's as far as he'll make it. There's a penalty flag on the field. We'll see if that holds up after the penalty. Oh, his hands closed on the face mask. That's going to be a penalty. And they'll take the penalty. A fresh set of downs for Carolina.
Go!
Buchanan will hand it off. Brought down by Rowe. That gets us to second down. Second down for the offense. 2 yards to go. Buchanan surveys the field. Tosses it off to the right side of the field. Trapped down that ball. And he's tackled right away. A huge gain by the offense. First and goal. Motion left. He drops back to pass. He's hit hard and taken down in the backfield. Loss of 9. Second and goal. He steps back to pass. Buchanan lets it rip. Tipped away and incomplete. Third down and goal for the offense. Receiver in motion. He drops back. Buchanan lets it rip. The pass is knocked down. Incomplete. The offense is set to try a field goal.
Hike.
The kick is up. And it's good. And Carolina takes the lead after that score. Here comes the kicking team. And Flores kicks this one away. That's the end of that play. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive.
Go!
Steps into the pocket. And Collins gets a hold of him for the sack. They'll lose 8 on the play. Second down for the offense. He steps back to pass. Throws this one along the sideline, just past the line of scrimmage. Got him down. Burke with the tackle. Short gain of 2. Third down for the offense. Dropping back. Makes the throw over to the left side. Complete the Burke for the reception. Moses makes the tackle. Gain of 15. The punt team takes the field.
Go!
He makes the punt. He's put to the turf. Carolina getting set to start off the drive.
Tonight.
Makes the throw. There's a flag on the play. Hansen makes the catch. And he's tackled. We'll see if the penalty affects the outcome. This is going to be offensive pass interference. They'll accept the penalty. A fresh set of downs for Carolina. Motion left. He flings a pass, and Lloyd makes the catch. And he is tackled. A nice pickup there by the offense. First and 10.
Hike!
Running the RPO, he'll give it away and let the runner take it. Freeman brings him down for the tackle. That will go for about 8 yards. Carolina makes their way to the line here on second down. Run pass option. The QB gives it to the runner. He'll be brought down up near the 50. That brings up third down. Carolina sets up on third down. Motion for the offense. He makes the handoff. And he's brought to the turf. Gain of 6 on the play. First down and 10 to go. QB back to pass. Buchanan lets it rip. And he's wrapped up and brought down. Tackled by Austin. That will go for about 5 yards. Second down. 14 yards to go. QB back to pass. Play action fake. Brought to the ground by Person. They'll lose 1 on the play. Eighth play of the drive. Buchanan back to pass. Finds a receiver along the sideline. That's good for 10 yards. He steps back to pass. Buchanan pulls the trigger. Pass complete. He steps out of bounds. Gain of 12 on the play. A pistol set for the offense. Buchanan will hand it off. Rowe with the tackle. That'll cost them a couple yards. Second down and long. Buchanan will hand it off. Brought down by Rowe. That will go for about 5 yards. The offense will operate from the pistol set. He hands it to the runner inside. And he's tackled here. That'll bring up fourth down. The field goal unit makes its way up to the line. And Flores kicks this one away. And the kick is good. That score extends Carolina's lead a bit more. And onto the field comes the kicking team. The kick is off. He eludes the first defender. He'll return the kick up near the 30. The offense looks to get things going here on first down.
Hike.
He'll toss it off to the left side. And he will be brought down by Peters. Gain of 17. First and 10. Receiver in motion.
Tonight.
Ball goes to Hubbard. And the tackle will be made by Collins. Loss of 4. From under center. The receiver goes into motion.
Hike.
Sets up the RPO. He'll make the handoff. He'll be tackled near the 45. That brings up third down. Carolina calls for a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining. Third down. 11 yards to go. He drops back to pass. And Collins gets a hold of him for the sack. Loss of 6 on the play. Timeout, Carolina. That will be their second timeout. The punt team makes its way up the line. The punt's away. And he's tackled. First and 10.
Hike.
Left side handoff. And he's wrestled to the ground. That'll cost them a couple yards. The defense will use a timeout here. They will have 2 remaining. Expecting pass, the defense lines up with 6 defensive backs. Buchanan back to pass. It's complete to Lloyd. And he'll be forced out of bounds. Gain of 19. First and 10. They'll send a player in motion. Buchanan will hand it off. And he is tackled. That will be good for about 6. And the defense calls timeout. That will be their second of the half. The offense will operate from under center. Buchanan surveys the field. And he's hit right away and taken down. That gets us to third down. And the defense calls timeout. That will be their last of the half. The offense comes in with 2 receivers. Buchanan surveys the field. Incomplete. The offense sets up to punt one away.
Tonight.
And win with the kick. This punt will sail out of bounds. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. QB back to pass. It's caught by Massey. And he will be brought down by Peters. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. First down and 10 to go. QB back to pass. He throws one, and he misses his target. Second and 10. He drops back. He finds a target on the right side of the field. And it's deflected down. Incomplete. A nickel set for the defense. Run to the right side. He'll be tackled near the 45. That'll go for 9 yards. And out comes the field goal unit. Here's the kick. And it's good. That score will close the gap a bit. Lining up for the kickoff. He sends it off. First and 10 for the offense. Buchanan back to pass. And he's tackled right away. Gain of 4 on the play. Carolina makes their way up to the line. Buchanan surveys the field. And the receiver just can't find the handle. The offense sets up with 2 backs. Buchanan gives it away. And he's brought to the turf. Gain of 10 on the play. First and 10 for the offense. Buchanan surveys the field. Hansen inhales that pass. The tackle is made. They covered a lot of ground on that play. Timeout, Carolina. That's their final timeout. First down and 10 to go. Buchanan surveys the field. Scrambling, and he'll take a slide here. Gain of 3 on the play. Carolina makes their way to the line here on second down. Buchanan pulls the trigger, and he safely steps out of bounds. That will be a loss of 2. Carolina sets up on third down. Buchanan pulls the trigger. Freeman brings him down for the tackle. They covered a lot of ground on that play. The defense lines up in a 3-4. And they'll spike it here. Clock's going to stop. The offense lines up to kick the field goal. And Flores kicks this one away. And it's good. That score extends Carolina's lead a bit more. The offense lines up to kick it off. And Flores kicks this one away. Breaking out of the tackle. And he's tackled here. The second quarter comes to an end. Carolina on top for now with a small lead. The offense lines up to kick it off. And Flores kicks this one away. The tackle is made. The offense looks to get things going here on first down.
Sit hut.
Inside handoff. The runner is wrestled to the ground. Tackle by Watts. That gets us to second down. The defense lines up in a 4-3.
Sit hike.
He makes the throw deep downfield into heavy coverage. Tipped away and incomplete. Third and 10. Motion left. He drops back. Looking deep downfield in single coverage. And the ball is batted down. The punt team lines up to kick this one away. He punts it away. He'll return the kick up near the 30. A fresh set of downs for Carolina. Hands it to the runner on the right side. Brought down by Curry. That'll cost them a couple yards. Three receivers for the offense. Motion for the offense. Buchanan surveys the field. The ball comes out. And down he goes. That's a sack. Loss of 9. Carolina makes their way up to the line. Buchanan will hand it off. And the tackle will be made by Freeman. Gain of 8 on the play. The offense sets up to punt one away.
Hike.
And win with the kick. Slides off the defender. And he's brought to the turf. First down and 10 to go. Player in motion.
Sit hike.
He gives it away. And he is finally dragged down. Gain of 13. A single back set for the offense. They'll send a player in motion. He's got a target down near the 5-yard line. And he crosses the goal line. Touchdown! They'll opt for the single point attempt here. Here's the kick. And it's good. That score puts them ahead for now. And onto the field comes the kicking team. The kicker sends this one deep into the end zone. Carolina getting set to start off the drive. Player in motion to the right. QB shows run, but pulls it back into pass. The big play, complete. And he's stopped around the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there by the offense. A fresh set of downs for Carolina. There's a penalty flag on the field. That's going to be encroachment. The ref caught him. And they'll accept the penalty. First down, 14 yards to go.
Tonight.
Buchanan will hand it off. And he's tackled. Gain of 4 on the play. Two receivers for the offense. Buchanan will hand it off. And he will be taken down. Tackle made by Turner. Gain of 3 on the play. A fresh set of downs for Carolina.
Hike.
Buchanan will hand it off. And he's wrapped up and brought down. Tackle by Austin. That will bring up second down. Second down. 7 yards to go. Player in motion. Buchanan will hand it off. He's stopped in his tracks. They'll lose 1 on the play. The defense sets up in a dime set. Receiver in motion. He drops back. Buchanan pulls the trigger. And the receiver just can't bring it in. The offense lines up to kick the field goal.
Hike.
There's the kick. And the kick sails wide. First and 10 for the offense.
Tonight.
And Collins gets a hold of him for the sack. They'll lose 8 on the play. Second down. A flag on the play. Ooh, somebody jumped. That's going to be a false start. They'll accept the penalty. Third play of the drive. The receiver goes into motion. He drops back. Looking short for a target over by the sideline. Gain of 4 on the play. Third and long for the offense. Player in motion. He drops back. Tosses it off to the right side of the field. He grabbed it. Complete. Wrapped up and taken down. Garrett got him. A huge gain by the offense. First and 10 for the offense. A flag on the play. They're going to get the offense for a false start here. And they'll take the penalty. Sixth play of the drive. He hands it off to the right side. Logan lays down the boom. That'll go for 9 yards. Second down. 15 yards to go.
Hike.
Run to the right side. Tackle by Peters. They covered a lot of ground on that play. First and 10. Player in motion to the left. Hand off to the right side. The tackle is made. Gain of 6 on the play. The offense will operate from the pistol set.
Hike.
It'll be a run to the left side. Moses makes the tackle. Gain of 11. First and 10. Motion for the offense. Ball goes to Hubbard. And the tackle made by Collins. They'll lose 1 on the play. The offense comes in on second down. 11 yards to go.
Hike.
He hands it to the runner. Wrapped up, brought down. Lawson with the tackle. That will go for about 5 yards. Third down. He drops back. He sends this one off. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown. The offense sets up for the point after.
Go.
Here's the kick. And the extra point is good. They'll widen the gap a bit with that score. The kicking team set up to boot it away. He'll boot this one deep into the end zone. Carolina getting set to start off the drive. Buchanan back to pass. And he'll be sacked in the backfield. That gets us to second down. Second down. Player in motion.
Go.
He sees a target over the middle, and he misses the target. Third down. He drops back into the pocket. A flag on the play. The pass is knocked down. Incomplete. We'll see if the penalty affects the outcome. It looks like the defense is going to get flagged for holding. They'll accept the penalty. Carolina makes their way up to the line. Buchanan surveys the field. He makes the throw. And the pass falls to the ground. Fifth play of the drive. Motion left. He gives it to the runner on the right side. And he's wrapped up and brought down. Tackle by Austin. That gets us to third down. Sixth play of the drive. Buchanan surveys the field. Interception! And he's stopped around the 40-yard line. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. The receiver goes into motion.
Go.
Delayed handoff by the QB. Tackle made by Shepard. That will be good for about 1. Two receivers for the offense. He drops back into the pocket. Tosses it over the middle of the field. It will be caught by Burke. He's ripped to the ground. Tackle by Garrett. That marks the end of the third quarter. A close matchup so far today. First and 10 for the offense. QB back to pass. He makes the throw to the left side of the end zone. And it's knocked away by the defense. Second down and 10 to go. Motion right. Dropping back. He tosses one short to the sideline. And he crosses the goal line for a touchdown. They're setting up for the extra point.
Go.
It's up. And the kick is good. That score extends their lead. Lining up for the kickoff. He'll boot this one deep into the end zone. Carolina getting set to start off the drive.
Hike.
Buchanan gives it away. Brought down by Rowe. A flag on the play. Let's see how the penalty affects that play. This one is going to go against the defense for a face mask. And they'll take the penalty. The defense lines up in a 3-4. Buchanan will hand it off. And he's tackled. That'll be good for a couple yards. The offense sets up in shotgun. Zimmerman gets the ball. And he is tackled. Gain of 5 on the play. The defense sets up in a nickel set. Buchanan back to pass. Play action fake. The pass is knocked down. Incomplete. Fifth play of the drive. Player in motion. Buchanan surveys the field. Play action pass. And he'll be pulled down immediately. Gain of 11. First and 10. Buchanan gives it away. And he won't make it very far before being dragged down. They'll pick up a couple yards there. Seventh play of the drive. On the run pass option, he gives it to the runner. Freeman brings him down for the tackle. Gain of 14 on the play. A fresh set of downs for Carolina. He steps back to pass. He makes the throw over to the right side of the field. The catch is made by Wright. And he is down. That's good for 10 yards. The defense sets up in a 3-4 set. Buchanan back to pass. He's hit hard and taken down in the backfield. Loss of 7. The offense comes to the line on 2nd and goal. Buchanan will hand it off. He's tackled. Gain of 9 on the play. Carolina makes their way up to the line. Buchanan back to pass. He throws it short along the left side. And he'll be brought down up near the 5-yard line. That's good for about 2. The offense is set to try for a short field goal here.
Go!
And Flores kicks this one away. And he's not going to have enough leg. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. He drops back to pass. Carolina eats away at the lead a bit. Lining up for the kickoff. The kick's away. And down he goes. First down and 10 to go. Motion right. QB back to pass. And he got him. Sacked by James. Loss of 7. Second play of the drive. He finds a target on the right side of the field. And the tackle will be made by Henry. Gain of 6 on the play. Third play of the drive.
Go!
Buchanan gives it away. And down he goes. That will go for about 5 yards. The offense lines up to punt.
Hike!
Wynn kicks it away. Broken tackle. And he's tackled. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. Player in motion to the left. He hands it to the running back. And he's stopped around the 40-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play. The offense will operate from the gun. Player in motion to the right. He hands it off to the right side. And the tackle made by Collins. That will keep the chains moving. First and 10.
Hike!
He pulls it back and makes the quick throw. And they can't connect. Incomplete pass. Second and 10. Steps into the pocket. Makes the short throw. Moses makes the tackle. Gain of 6 on the play. The offense comes out in a 4-receiver set. The runner will take it on the draw. Tackle made by Shepard. Small loss on the play. The offense is set to try a field goal. Here's the kick. And the kick is good. They'll widen the gap a bit with that score. The offense lines up to kick it off. The kick sails deep. The offense will start things off from the 25. Player in motion to the left. Buchanan will hand it off. And he is down. Gain of 4 on the play. Second down. Player in motion. Run pass option. The QB gives it to the runner. He is picked up and brought down. First down, Carolina. A shotgun set for the offense. Steps into the pocket. Buchanan pulls the trigger. James wraps him up for the tackle. Gain of 12 on the play. A fresh set of downs for Carolina. The runner takes the toss to the right. He'll be tackled near the 45. That will be good for about 6. Expecting pass, the defense lines up with 6 defensive backs. Buchanan surveys the field. And he can't find the trigger. Another sack for the defense. Loss of 7. Carolina sets up on third down. Dropping back. Rifles a pass. The catch is made by Wright. He's taken down near the 35-yard line. Gain of 17. 3 linemen and 4 linebackers for the defense. He makes the throw by the 20-yard line. Hansen inhales that pass. Brought to the ground by Person. Gain of 19. Carolina calls for a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining. Carolina makes their way up to the line. Buchanan surveys the field. And the pass misses the mark. Incomplete. Second and 10 for the offense. Buchanan back the pass. He grabs it out of the air. Freeman brings him down for the tackle. Gain of 13. Carolina makes their way up to the line. Buchanan back the pass. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. Second and goal. Buchanan surveys the field. Touchdown, Carolina! They're setting up for the extra point. And Flores kicks this one away. And it's good. Carolina eats away at the lead a bit. The offense elects to retain possession here. They'll need to convert 4th and 12 from their own 28 if they want to keep the ball. And it's knocked away from the receiver. Incomplete. The offense can't convert the kickoff try and will turn the ball over. First down and 10 to go. Motion right. Ball goes to Hubbard. Tackle made up by the 30-yard line. That'll cost them a couple yards. Carolina calls for a timeout here. They'll have just one remaining. Operating out of the pistol.
Go!
Left side handoff. Logan with the tackle. That will go for about 8 yards. A timeout call for Carolina. That will be their last timeout. Third down. 13 yards to go. Inside handoff. He shakes off the tackler. And down he goes. That'll go for 9 yards. First down and 10 to go.
Hike!
And they'll take a knee here to run down the clock. Second down. 12 yards to go.
Select.
And he takes a knee. Third and long for the offense. Well, folks, that will do it for us today. For everyone at Access Football, this is Andy McNamara saying goodbye until next time.